JoJo Siwa is back with a brand new song called Choose Your Fighter. I will admit, I never thought I would make a video covering JoJo Siwa, of all people. I was very late to the party, despite the fact that you might not realise this about me. I am not a little girl, so therefore had no idea who she was until she basically started acting all crazy like. I'd never heard of her before, and then every single person on the internet was talking about Karma as a Bitch when that song came out. It was hilarious and silly and not particularly good, if you ask me. It had like a fairly catchy hook, but then there's a lot of controversy about her not actually writing it, and then she said a lot of weird stuff about how she invented gay pop or something like that. I don't know. In all of the stuff I've seen about JoJo, none of it makes me think that she is like a shitty person, you know? Like, she strikes me as somebody whose childhood was really, really not helped by being famous at a young age. And yeah, I know. Money, power, and the ability to kind of do whatever she likes has left her in a position where she just starts doing a bunch of really crazy stuff, which is fair enough, but it does not make it not entertaining to look at. So, we are going to see what Choose Your Fighter is like. I'm not holding out particular hope, but you never know. We'll give her a chance. At the very least, maybe it'll give us a laugh. So yeah, without any further ado, let's listen to Choose Your Fighter. Why is her head, like, dirty? I don't know what it is. It just looks like some smeared soil on her forehead.
Some of my exes are ugly. Some of my exes are vain. Some of them help me like heaven. But pleasure don't make up for pain. Some of my exes are no one. Some of my exes have fame. Each of them love me.
I don't know how to feel about any of this already. I was about to say, God, this is like kind of weird and cringy, but you know what? Some of it still strikes me as like a little bit self-aware. I don't know. Her voice is also very different to her speaking voice, which is so funny because, you know, when you hear her talking, she sounds like a 30-year-old man who's been smoking for the last 20 of those years. But there's a surprisingly pure sound there, which makes me wonder whether or not perhaps there's some auto-tune involved. Quite possible. Who knows? It's a nice transition. I will admit the direction in this video is like pretty good. It's quite entertaining. I like the little shot into first person. I don't know. It's clever. It's a well thought out and high budget so far, at least, execution for this concept. The song is pop so far. It's got a fairly well put together backing. The synths and all that sound like they were expensive. Yeah, we'll see. It's just like she cannot miss an opportunity to make something like slightly weirder than it has to be. This song could definitely not have some of that like weird, like, I mean, whatever. I'm not a prude. I'm not arguing about the nudity, but you know what I mean. Like, this video does not really need that stuff, if you ask me. And then like the weird lick on the neck there. Who knows? I really like the cuts into the first person shot. I think that is a really nice detail they've added onto there. And the synchro, like the choreography to try and get that stuff to look natural is also difficult to achieve. Also, lyrically, I've heard worse. I think Karma's a Bitch is a way worse song from that kind of perspective. You see, the thing is, she's got a top on now, so she's going to win. Okay. The transition into also being somewhat like a dance as well as like fight action scene. It's well done. It's well done. It's high budget. The dancers know what they're doing. There it is. Okay. I like the tones of the synth underneath. Actually, the synth bass is satisfying. The vocals are like pretty innocuous so far. In fact, we're almost at the end of the video already. Also, I think that dance is probably less weird than the one for Calm as a Bitch, but also less funny because of it. So much dick torture. Oh, no, here it is. What is the ending to this? Okay, it's just like a tease to her next image, I guess. Well, I didn't know what to expect, and I almost don't know what to say after having seen that. It was definitely more entertaining than I was expecting it to be. The video was good, to be honest. I think the video was well executed. The costume changes, whilst weird, were like well done. The costumes are high budget. They're like transition. Whatever, I get it. She's like was a child star, and she's now grown up into an adult who is able to embrace her body and her sexuality, which is completely power to her. That she's not the first one to have done something like that. You know, look at people like Rebecca Black and others. You know, no issues with that. The song was fine. It was like 2 minutes and 24 seconds of pop mediocrity, honestly. The synth line was fine. The lyrics they felt more original than Calm as a Bitch. They felt like maybe she did actually write these ones and not just appropriate them and said, that sounds like my life. The dancing was... I like how it was integrated into the fight scene. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the way that this video is means I'm probably going to spend more time talking about what I saw than what I heard, because what I heard was pretty nothingy, honestly. But the video was clever. Actually, there was only like 2 sets on there. One, which is basically just like a soundstage with like, well, I don't know, some mirrors and a guy in a bunny costume, whatever that was, and then they've got like a kind of outside set studio somewhere, but it was well done. The filming and the choreography was fantastic. I like the cuts to the first person shot. She is definitely charming. Like, you can tell that she has grown up in front of cameras. Just a little glances at the camera. I mean, entertaining isn't quite the right word, but she's got charisma. That is definitely true. She shows a little bit of her immaturity with the constant need for the male backing dancers to be like punched in the dick and headbutted in the dick and all that. It's kind of funny, but also, well, this is maybe me just sounding like a curmudgeonly old man. But you know what, power to her. I just don't think JoJo Siwa's really hurting anybody with what she's doing. She says the occasional mental thing and, you know, still seems to fraternize with James Charles, which is not a great thing. But apart from that, you know, well, just let her do what she wants to do. If she wants to go and get smashed at Disneyland on her own wearing a bedazzled workman's outfit, then power to you, JoJo. You go for it. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was a slightly out of character reaction, but hey, times are hard. And also, I was just kind of curious to watch that video and see how ridiculous it was, which turned out to be very ridiculous. But let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Is that better or worse than Calm as a Bitch? What are your thoughts on JoJo as a general person? Maybe I shouldn't encourage people to talk about that in the comment section. I guess we'll see. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all of that fantastic stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.